anybody who is considering attending the HBCU. Oh. Oh no, not for nobody that's attending the HBCU. This is for somebody who is considering attending college away from home. That's what this video is gonna be about. All right, so let me just jump right into it because at this point I'm tired of making videos. Okay, because I messed up about 25 times to the point of no return. So let's not make this 26. All right, let's jump right into it. So, I attend Bethune-Cookman University. That is a HBCU down in Daytona Beach, Florida. And my family lives in Atlanta. That's like a 6-hour gap between the two. So it is a huge difference for me. And coming from somebody like me who enjoys being at home, I like being around my mom. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm that teenager. I like being around my mom. I like being around my family. So going to an HBCU, that's always been my dream. Y'all gonna get to know me. We ain't gonna talk about me. We're gonna talk about this experience. I've been in school for about a month, a little over a month right now, and y'all probably see the background and be like, that's her dorm room. No, I'm at home. We had a hurricane, so you know we had to get sent home. I decided to make my video at home. So the thing about attending a school away from home, you have to let me start it off with being responsible. I mean, if you're not a responsible person, I don't think going away from home your first year is for you. Probably not. I say that because for me, I mean, I was responsible, but at the same time, I always depended on my mom. Do anybody else depend on their mom? I don't think y'all depend on your mom like how I depend on my mom. Like, I'm 19 years old, and I still say, can you set me up a doctor's appointment? Like, stuff like that. I depend on my mom to the max. Throughout my entire high school, not situation, but years, my mom was always there. Do I need to call your teacher? Let me see your grades. Everything. I always had my mom. It was never just, my mom was like, okay, y'all can go ahead. And not saying that in a bad way on me. I mean, she trusted us, but at the same time, it's like, let me look back and make sure your grades look how your grades look. You know what I'm saying? So I always had my mom on me. But when I went to school, I was like, Mom, all right, so here we go. They're making our schedules. Are you going to write me out a time list for me to study and everything like that? I'm going to send you my schedule and you can write me out when I should be studying and everything. She was like, no, I'm not. You can do it on your own. You're in college now. And I was like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Stop. It was hard for me to hear that because I don't do things on my own. My mom does them for me. But that was all ended. Everything was cut. The moment she left me at Bethune. Oh my God. It was so depressing for my first week. That's a story for another time. Anyways, I took it upon myself because for me, college is very important to me. You know, I'm not here to party and stuff like that. It's important to me. So I took it upon myself to write out my own list and write out everything that I needed to do. And not only did I have to write them out, but I had to follow it closely. And, you know, so far I've been doing good, but you don't want to speak too soon. I might fall off a little bit. Nah. But, I mean, following it myself was very important to me. And that's why I started out with responsibility, because that should be the number one key that y'all think about. If you're trying to make a decision, if you're going to go far away or anything, you should be thinking about, am I responsible enough? People be thinking about freedom. You need to think about responsibility. Like, are you even responsible? Are you that kid that can handle your own away from your parents? You know, that's major. And if you're not, then I think you should reconsider. So, I don't know if I mentioned that my school is 6 hours away. It's in Daytona Beach. I'm in Atlanta. 6-hour gap between the two. Did I say that? I forgot. Anyways, if I did, yeah, it's 6 hours away. And that's far from me. You know why? Because just like the other kids, they live 45 minutes to an hour away. Every weekend, everybody going home and getting their Sunday dinner. You know what I'm saying? If they having a barbecue, they going to the barbecue. But me, I'm sitting and I'm like, this is why I should have stayed home. You know? That bothers me. And that's where I'm going to roll into being homesick. Missing home. Oh my goodness. That's something that I can't say everyone will experience. It depends on you as a person. How do you like your home? But I know that for me, that was something that I always experienced. And it's been like that. But it was getting better until Hurricane Irma Jean, whatever her name is, she came along and they sent me back home. So at first I felt like it was like a blessing, and it is, to be able to come back home because I missed home so much. But I leave tomorrow and it's like, I shouldn't have even came home, because now I know what it's like being home again, and I don't want to go back. But at the same time, you know, I just have to get myself back on board. Missing home is something that is serious for people who, if you're on this video, you probably one of the people who are going to miss home. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't be second guessing it if not. But missing home is something serious that you have to fight, because I know when I get in my moments where I'm missing home, I don't want to be bothered. I will sit in my dorm room in the dark, and I will watch TV, and I will cry. And my mom would FaceTime me, and she would say, "What are you doing?" And I would say, "Crying." You know, and that's never good. It's never good. You can get soaked up in your own depression, I guess. You can fall into depression by being in the room crying all the time, missing home. That's what I deal with. But I don't cry like that no more, because, you know, that ain't for G's, and I'm a G, and y'all will soon realize I'm a G, okay? So I want to go into telling y'all about my school. If I say Bethune-Cookman name one more time, I'm going to get mad, because I'm tired of saying that school. I attend Bethune-Cookman University. It is in Daytona Beach, Florida. For those of you who do not know, Bethune-Cookman is an HBCU, so I've always wanted to attend the HBCU. I didn't care, well, I did care where, but I've always known that my schools, even like from freshman, I want my entire college experience to be at an HBCU. That's always been my dream. So I do attend HBCU, and that's Bethune-Cookman. Let me tell y'all, if y'all are if you've gotten accepted, you plan on applying to college, when you get accepted, apply for your dorms, all right? Make that the first thing you do. Apply for your dorms, okay? I have to live for the rest of this year until May 5th in a community style dorm. So I have 2 roommates. Hopefully I'll make a video with them so that everyone can get to meet my roommates. I do have 2 roommates. We're all in one room. No, it's no separate. There's no door to separate us all. We're all in one room, one space. And coming from me, I have my own room, my own bathroom. That's just a blessing. Going to that, it's a difference. You know, and not only is it, that's not even the main issue, having 2 other people in your room with you. It's when you have to go take a shower and use the bathroom. I'm going to show y'all all of that, you know, in a video. That's what makes me want to come home even more, when you sharing the bathroom with like 12 girls on your hall, you know what I'm saying? And you have to deal with the bathrooms, looking how the bathrooms be looking. Yeah, that's hard. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. When I first got to Bethune-Cookman, I linked up with my friend from Florida, because y'all don't know, I used to live in Florida. But I linked up with her, and she got the better dorm. She only had 1 roommate, and at the time it was just her, because her roommate wasn't there. She had she got a shower in her bathroom, whatever, in her room. So that first week, I was like, I'm not using this community style bathroom, and that's in my dorm. I'm coming over here. I would pack my bag, and I would literally march all the way across campus to her dorm, take my shower, and stay there like this is my house. You know, for the longest time, well, it felt like the longest time, but it was only for a week. And I had to simmer down, because that's on me. I didn't apply for my housing on time, you know, so I got left with what was left, and I did not know. My dorms are not even the worst of the dorms. Girl, I'm kind of in the middle. So, I mean, dealing with my community bathrooms, that's something. Like, whatever school y'all applying for, you got to make sure you know all of this stuff. Like, who am I staying with? How many people? Because, see, I thought that I was only going to have my one other roommate. But, see, I had another one. And I found that out, like, the day before I moved in to my dorm. Y'all gonna meet my roommates. Luckily, because some people get with people that they don't like. Luckily, I like my roommates. One of my roommates, she gonna see this too, and I'm gonna still say it. She get on my nerves. We argue. It's like we sisters, but we argue and we roll our eyes at each other. But then we come back and be like, "You trying to go get something to eat?" Stuff like that. That's Maya. But I mean, luckily I have roommates that I do like and I don't have an issue with. They don't touch my stuff. I don't touch their stuff, and we all can be together. You know what I'm saying? So that's not an issue. But you got to think about that stuff. Am I gonna have a roommate? How many? Who am I going to be sharing a bathroom with? How many people? Because them community-style bathrooms can make your stomach turn and make you run, because I promise you, it takes a lot to deal with something like that, especially when you're a person like me. Like, matter of fact, I do need to go to the store and get me some more cleaning supplies because, honey, those bathrooms are no joke. Spray bleach on deck. Anyways, I want to go into the... I should have said this after being responsible, but anyways, let's roll it into no curfew. Having no curfew. So my first week of school, we did have a curfew. It was 12 o'clock. They thought they was doing something. Honey, I go to sleep at 9, so I don't care. But having no curfew, that's something that is... Kids take that and run with it. Like, I've seen it. And I've only been in school, like I said, a little over a month. But, excuse me. We all do it. Kids take the no curfew, they run with it, and that can be a blessing, and it can also be a curse. I'm telling y'all now, having no curfew is all fun and games until you start letting it go to your head, not coming in until 5 o'clock in the morning. You know you got to get up at 8. And it's so many things that can go wrong with not having a curfew, especially coming from people, these kids who have had curfews. You get buck wild. So me, I have always had a curfew, first of all, but I've never been, even before I went to school, like I was never out. Like, I never went out like that. So when I did go to college, I didn't get no curfew happy. I didn't get no curfew happy. Like, I was still in at a decent time, and at the same time, you know, some kids can still come in and still, you know what I'm saying, make their good grades and do everything they need to do. I've seen that as well within this month. It's crazy. It's crazy. But, I mean, I was never out until 5 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. Not yet. My mom probably gonna be like, what you mean, not yet? But anyways, I was never out until 5 a.m. So, that no curfew thing just don't really apply to me. When I do stay out late, I mean, I come back in and I make sure it's on a weekend. So if you having no curfew, if you're going no curfew crazy, you got to think about that too. Will you be able to manage being away from home, going to school, you know, without a curfew? Because that can hurt a lot of people. So having no curfew is cool because you feel like, oh, I'm an adult now. But at the same time, it can mess you up, especially when you're not on yourself like you should be on yourself. That's why I say this ties into responsibility. And y'all have to keep taking note of that too. No curfew. No, if you don't have responsibility and having that no curfew, you might that just might happen. I mean, or you could be somebody who can balance it out. You know, you just never know. But I want y'all to really think about that stuff before y'all make the decision to leave home, because leaving home is not all peaches and cream, and it's not all that people make it out to be. So, peer pressure. Girl, let me tell you, peer pressure. Girl, let me tell y'all how these girls be really trying. They really try. They will try to get you to do some stuff that you don't want to do. And that's when you be like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Let me stop playing for real. But nah, for real. Peer pressure is crazy. I mean, I don't deal with it. I'm a very strong-minded person. If I'm telling you I'm not gonna do something, I'm not gonna do it. You're not gonna tell me, do it. You're not going to. Like, it's just no way. It was a time where I was literally in the bed and my roommates was like legit trying to drag me out my big huge bitch. Y'all gonna see my room. Trying to drag me out my bed to come out with them and stuff. And I was like, no. And it was like in the beginning when we was all getting to know each other, right? I was like, no. They was like, come on. I was like, no. And after I kept saying no, they're like, damn, you can't get her to say yes for nothing. No. I mean, if you don't want to do something, I'm here to say, in college, do not do it. I mean, like, really, don't follow your first mind. If you feel like you're not supposed to do something or you don't want to do that, don't fall into peer pressure. And I mean, it can be, you can make falling into peer pressure be something hard, or you can make falling into peer pressure be something like, yeah, that don't faze me because I'm a strong-minded person. And that all, I mean, me, I didn't have to deal with that. But it's people out here that have to deal with it. And I'm saying I didn't, as if I've already completed college and I have a degree. And I'm telling you, no, I've been in college for a little over a month. And so far, I haven't had to deal with any peer pressure, anything, doing anything that I don't want to do. But I'm here to tell you, yes, take that into consideration if you're trying to go away from home and, you know, you don't have your mom, your dad, anybody telling you, no, you shouldn't do it, yes, you shouldn't do it. Take it into consideration about that peer pressure stuff, but at the same time, work on yourself. If you really want to go far away, work on you and just get to the point where you're just like, yeah, whatever y'all say, whatever y'all do is not going to affect me. You know, I know that I'm not going to do it. Get to that point and you'll be good with the peer pressure, John. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm brushing everything off, but for real, like, you just got to work on yourself. If you're a strong-minded person and you have your mindset on whatever you're here for and whatever you're going to do, whatever you're not going to do, don't allow nobody to get in your head and try to make you do something that you don't want to do. No, that's not what we're doing. No. So, peer pressure rolls into drama, right? Haven't been in drama, honey. If you know me and you watching this, you know it's probably, if you know me, because some of y'all don't know me. But if you know me and you watching this, you know that it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That I haven't dealt with any drama. And that's because I stay to myself. So far, I decided when I got to college, I was going to keep my eyes open. I was going to figure people out. And I was going to try to just ride the wave my own wave. Not y'all wave, my own wave. So, I mean, as in the middle of me riding the wave, my own wave, and trying to figure people out, I just been to myself for the most part. So, with the drama, I haven't been involved in any drama, but I do see other girls. And that's when I say, been away from home. Because, you know, sometimes you might got to call your peoples up and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? You too far away. They can't come get you. Nah. We hope it's not going to get there, especially not when y'all paying for this school and these classes. Nah, you don't want to get into nothing like that. But at the same time, for real, you have to take it in consideration about being away from home and you in drama. Like, you might not be the type of person that can control yourself. You have to think about all of that stuff, because I've seen stuff get to the point where it's just like, it don't even have to go there. Like, you don't even have to be dealing with none of this stuff that these people trying to make you deal with. So, me personally, I say to myself, because if I knock, I'm going to buck. I like that. If I knock, I'm going to buck. Nah, but I say to myself, because I don't have time for the drama. I know what I'm here for, and that's what I keep telling y'all. When you decide that you're going to go away from school, keep in mind what you're there for. Keep in mind what you're in school for. Keep in mind what you're going to your, I keep saying HBCU. Like, yes, for the HBCU, come through. Like, I love HBCUs, but keep in mind what you're here for, and just, you know, don't get caught up. It might not even be you. It could be your friend. You know, the people that you hang around and associate yourself with can bring you problems, and they can also bring you blessings. You have to know and figure out who you want to associate yourself with. That's why right now, I don't even really have BCU people on my Snapchat, Instagram, and stuff like that. Why? Because I haven't put myself out there to be friends and just talk to people right now, because I'm still trying to figure it out. And I feel like this has helped me. You know what I'm saying? Figure people out and just understand everything. So, I mean, y'all have to think about all of that stuff when y'all not considering to go to school, but when y'all considering going away for y'all college experience. If you want to make the best of your college experience, girl, you better choose who you want to hang out with the right way. And choose everything. Oh, my phone about to die. choose everything the right way. I mean, just make the right decisions and hang with the right people. We gonna make a video about it. Hang with the right people. People that are goal oriented, people that have the same mindset as you, people that want to get somewhere. You just have to figure everybody out. For the females, boys, all right? Most girls would, like, you know what I'm saying, feel like, let me think about, am I going to go away from school now? Most boys be like, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all females out here, the boys, don't get to college. And now, let me tell y'all, don't get there thinking, oh, everybody grown up. No, ma'am. Those same boys that you're about to meet and get acquainted with and probably start crushing on are the same boys that were players in high school just last year, okay? Ain't nobody grown. Nobody has not grown up. Everybody's still trying to play, y'all, and just have their free time. These are free years. I mean, and at this point in our life, this is years for cutting people off, you know, making it, you know, just making life decisions. You don't want to mess yourself up by getting caught up, you know what I'm saying, with somebody in the wrong place in the wrong time. Wrong predicament. I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but who cares? Y'all know, don't get caught up with no boys. And by mess yourself up, it don't even have to be pregnancy, because that's the main thing, though. Pregnancy can mess you up a lot, but you know, some people rise above that, and kudos to all of y'all. But I'm saying, it can mess you up too. You can get your heart broken. You know what I'm saying? So just make the decision, figure people out. Watch people, learn, and just figure out the entire path that y'all going on right now. Figure it out for yourself instead of trying to go away from home and just jump right into something. And this story, what I'm about to say, we're going to get into that another time. But I really wasn't planning on going out of state. So, I mean, that's a story for another day. Might drop a few tears with that one. I wasn't planning on going out of state. So for somebody especially like me who wasn't planning on going out of state, but I ended up going out of state, I was actually looking for a video like this to try to help me prepare, but I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one that I could actually relate to. But I hope that I helped y'all out and gave y'all a couple of tips, you know, about attending college away from home. It's just everything that I said, just consider it and think about it and just play it in your mind before you make your decision. And if you do end up choosing to go, and I'm not stopping, okay? This video wasn't to stop anybody, all right? Go out of state, branch off. I really support everyone who choose to go out of state and who can do that, you know what I'm saying? Which I did it, so I can do it, yay. But, you know, think about the decision that you're going to make and make sure you're prepared for it. So hopefully this video can help y'all to prepare and just get ready for the road that y'all about to take. It's going to be fun. It's going to be scary. It's going to be sad. I mean, you're just going to make your situation your own situation. But at the same time, I hope that I helped y'all a lot with this video. Plan on making a couple more videos. Not even a couple more, a lot more. Y'all gonna see my face, your favorite YouTuber. Y'all gonna see me a lot more, but no, for real. I hope that I helped y'all out. And I hope that y'all, you know, take this video into consideration. Make the right choice, though. Make the right choice. And do not leave home because you want some freedom. Shame on you.